What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know this is the moment a lot of you have been waiting for. I know that we've been gone off the old shop for about a month now, month and a half. And if you watched the lives I've been putting out here lately in my community page, I told you there was going to be a moment here at the beginning where I may make a few people upset, if that makes sense, regarding the 2024 season and regarding our cars. And as you can see, I've got Homer sitting here. The decision that I've made for 2024 is Homer is going to be our main car for the season as far as our burnouts go. The reason for that is I believe what we're going to do is we're going to make Linda just a full out drag car. And I know that's probably going to stink for some of you, but I think that's the route we're going to go for Linda. We originally had planned that Homer was going to get twin superchargers and Linda was going to get the blower. But after doing the mathematics on it and the finances and stuff we're going to have to put into both cars, which is going to be way up in the 5-figure range, we got to look at the cars themselves. So Linda, as you all know, is essentially a pristine Roadrunner. And there's going to be a point in time where something's going to happen and I'm going to hit the wall. Whether that be Linda's quarter panels or front end or whatever, in a way I care, but in a way I don't care. But I'm really wanting to pursue the drag racing portion of it as well. Homer is in nowhere near the shape to do that. Linda is. Linda was a drag car before she was restored. A lot of you don't know or may know or not sure if you do, but Linda was actually a New Mexico car and she was a drag car there before she was restored. And then I obviously took possession of Linda for my collection, drug her back out and made her a burnout car. So I think what we're going to do for the foreseeable future is going to be some pretty exciting stuff. And I'll go over that with you in a minute about Homer. But as of right now, this moment in time, Linda is retired from burnouts. I mean, we'll still do some occasional stuff, but she's not going to be a dedicated burnout car anymore. We are going to set her up for drag racing. I'm going to get with Performance Motorsports, and we are going to set that engine up for that. So for now, as of this second, starting today, Homer is getting an 871 blower, the entire setup that Linda was going to get, and Linda is going to get the superchargers that Homer was slated to get. So we're going to kind of flip the script around a little bit and do that. Behind you, I've got some different cars here, or it would be behind you rather. There's some different cars in the shop. You'll see those in and out of the videos, but for now, we are going to focus on taking Homer plumb down to nothing. And I'm going to flip you around and show you what we're going to do, and we're going to start on that today. And from here on out, over the next 3 months, is going to be a complete overhaul of Homer, and I'm going to take you guys along for the ride on all of that. But I just wanted to, for my main people that are here every week or at every live or consistently on our community page, wondering what the deal is, wondering what I've been kind of keeping under my old hat, if you will, is that please do not be discouraged. Linda is not going anywhere. She is not for sale. She's not going in storage. She will be in these videos. You'll see her tucked away in the corner until we can get the supercharger issue figured out and get her dialed in. So for those of you that are Linda fans, and there are a bunch of you, I promise, you're still gonna see her. You're still gonna see her out and about. But for the 2024 burnout season, Homer is gonna be our boy. So let me get you spun around. Thanks for that, 4-minute little deal. But let's get to work. Let me show you what we're gonna do. This is Busted Radio Garage. Okay, guys, let me get you kind of like what we're going to do with Homer out in the open right now. And I know there's some of you that are kind of excited about this, especially the burnout competitors that I compete with every year, because they were terrified to death that Linda was going to get run into a wall, which is fine. That's going to be all gone now. So here's the plan for Homer. This engine is coming out. We're going to go through it, make sure there was no damage from Bristol. This whole doghouse is coming off and gotten rid of. We're going to keep the good trim, the grill, all of that action. We'll see if somebody out there needs that because there's nothing wrong with it. The rest of it, bumpers, fenders, nose, all that's going in the garbage. All of this here, north, if you will, of the core support is getting cut out and removed. All of it. Eventually, there's going to be a bash bar installed here. So if we do get kind of crazy in the boxes, we're not tearing up any of this back here. All of the doghouse from here forward is getting gone through, the frame and all, straightened back out, repainted. All new suspension up here in the front. That's all going to be taken care of. All of the remaining interior in this car is getting taken out and thrown in the garbage. We're going to fix the floor. What we do not need up here is getting torn out, thrown in the garbage. We're getting a new shifter assembly. We're going to put up here, new gauges, all of that jazz. All of these decals are being removed and thrown in the trash rather. We're going to keep this Homer design, but it's going to be substantially bigger and up, kind of like from here up the side of the car. The junkyard dog decals are going in the trash. TNF signs, that's going to go in the trash, but we're obviously going to put them back on their car because we are huge fans of them and they want them on our cars. We want them on our cars rather. All of these stickers are getting taken off. This glass is getting cleaned up. The rear end's getting cleaned up. We're essentially going to leave it alone other than straightening it up. And then this entire section of the car is getting repainted and cleaned up with new decals, including our girl Greta. She's going to be on there forever. You know, she's our biggest fan, you know. And then after this is all cleaned up, we're going with a massive radiator, a massive aluminum radiator, new fans, the whole smash. The battery, along with the fuel cell, is getting relocated to the trunk with a new trunk pan. And then the engine, if it's okay, which I'm hoping it is, it's going to get dressed up with a new set of valve covers, cleaned up. We're going to un-garbage it, if that makes sense. We intentionally made it look like crap because of the rest of the car, but it's going to get cleaned back up. 871 blower, crow catcher, just the nastiest engine we can put in here for burnouts. These inner fenders, they're getting torn out and thrown in the trash. Essentially, Homer is going to run with a super nice body, super nice wheels, and he's going to run essentially like toast. Garrett or Cletus, however you want to recognize him. It's going to run like toast with no front end, but this is all going to be open. It's going to be boxed in. It's going to be secure, and you're going to be able to see every inch of this engine that we're putting in here, okay? All of the door panels. Let me open the other door because that one's kind of a booger after I wrecked it. But all of these door panels and all this garbage is coming out of here, going in the trash, both sides. And then we're going to sheet metal new panels for the doors. We're going to put a hoop in here for our new harnesses, and I'm going to have a brand new race quip race seat and harnesses. The access panel to the trunk where the back seat used to be, that is going to be all paneled in. We're going to panel in the floors, and then for those of you that sent us license plates that were extra, that did not go on this wall back here, are going to be the new floor for Homer. So those of you that sent those plates in, I told you we're going to do something with them. We're going to cover the floor in your all's license plates, put the new race seat down, and clean all this up super cool for everybody. And Homer is going to be all out for 2024. To be honest with you, those of you who've been here from the beginning with me, this was our original plan for Homer. That was supposed to be the reason we started the channel. That was supposed to be the reason we're doing what we're doing. And then Linda came along and all of that changed. Linda became our primary channel car. She's still going to be here. She's not going anywhere. But we've got to get her ready for drag racing first. She's essentially set up for it as it is for a powertrain, but we want to do some more work to this engine. And I want to use her strictly as a drag car from here on out. We'll do some burnouts here and there and play around with her and stuff, but essentially as our dedicated burnout car, that's not going to be Linda's purpose anymore. That job now belongs to Homer. That's essentially what he's going to be for. He's going to be our burnout king back here. Hopefully, we can get us some trophies this year along with a little bit of prize money, and we can keep decking him out. But that is the plan. I wanted to let everybody know that. I know last night on my live, people were kind of wondering, and I'm sure they figured it out, but it is what it is, right? We got to make the cars function and work for the channel as best as they can. And, you know, we want to get into the drag racing, and that's what Linda's going to do. For the burnouts, that's what Homer's going to do. So I just wanted to clarify that with everybody. So guys, I hope that answers everybody's questions and kind of dials everybody in on what's going on. So starting next week, we're going to get after it. We're going to get all this front end tore off. We're going to get that engine, transmission pulled, all the interiors coming out, going in the garbage. Homer is getting completely redone and gone through, and this is going to be sick. I cannot wait. I've got a mountain, and I mean a literal mountain of parts coming for this from all the vendors at PRI, Summit, Jegs. I mean, my God, you name it. BDS, from Get 'em carburetors. It's going to be insane. So if you haven't done it yet, hit that old subscription icon for me. Smash that bell. Smash the like button, for crying out loud. And let's get after this. This is going to be fun. I want you guys to be part of it as usual. So that's going to be it. We'll catch you guys next week. Homer and myself are going to be like all over this channel for the next 3 months. Let's do this build together. All right, guys, I appreciate you watching. We'll catch you next time.